Hello and welcome to GeoSnippits. I'm Headhardhat. In the next few minutes we are going to teach you some interesting tidbits and information about the game, the sport, the obsession, known as geocaching. In today's episode we're going to go over not only just an introduction about geocaching, we're going to give you the introduction about geocaching. We're going to tell you where geocaching started, how it works, and then go on 2 different geocache hunts. Let's get started. So how does geocaching work? How are we able to find our caches out in the woods, in a city, wherever they're at? It started back in May 2 of 2000. The government turned on 24 different satellites, kind of like this guy, which turned on GPS technology. This allowed anybody at any time to find objects using a GPS navigational system. Isn't that a lunar lander? Now the very next day, which would have been May 3rd in 2000, Dave Ulmer, a computer consultant, went out into the Oregon wilderness by Beaver Creek, took a black bucket, a notebook, a pencil, set it down, and got a GPS reading. He then went out onto the internet and said, "Come find it." Now geocaches are set up in several different sizes. These are micros. This is a 35mm container and bison tubes. Anything that holds just a logbook are usually considered micros. The next size up, smalls, Tupperware boxes, lock and lock boxes, enough to hold a logbook and maybe a couple little trinkets or travel bugs or geocoins. Regular size, this is an ammo box, holds all sorts of goodies. This actually runs into different sizes as well, up even into mediums. And then you got your larges. This is a big double-sided ammo box. Tons of stuff can be held in there, and believe it or not, people hide these all the time. There's also custom types of geocaches that could be any size. This is an actual rock that has a drilled hole and a cork that can hold a logbook. Try finding that in the woods. Okay, so before we go out onto the road and get those geocaches, let's take a quick look at geocaching.com and where you get that information to put into your GPS devices to find your geocaches. Let's go there first. Okay, this is just a real quick example, one example only, of how you can obtain the coordinates for a particular geocache, and then you can go and take that information and put it into your GPS unit. What I highly recommend is that you become a member of geocaching.com and become one of their premier members, where you can get something known as a pocket query. What you're seeing here is a list being pulled up via zip code, but with a pocket query you can pull up literally up to 500 geocaches at one time using specific criteria that you want to use. And that's always a great thing. There's also quite a few GeoSnippet tutorials available that will show you step by step how to do this and get your information from places like pocket queries and load it into your GPS unit. This is a particular cache page that you see right here. The area that you see the numbers at are the actual coordinates right there that show what you need to put into your GPS. But this is just one. It would be so much easier to use the pocket queries and to put your information in automatically. Okay, now that we have the coordinates, we are on the road heading towards the geocache. I've got my main road GPS right here. I have a backup GPS on my phone. Let's get to the site and go find that geocache. Okay, we're going towards a walking trail here, and Miss Geonis, hi Miss Geonis, is going to be using the GPS to find the first one. We heard it's a micro. We're going to go looking for it. Let's get going. All right, after you.